Is Zenless Zone Zero scared of Wuthering Waves? Let's think about that one, Sticks. Is the $25 billion company scared of Kuro Games? Let's think about that one. Probably not. Probably not.
Before we poll, I did want to actually go ahead here and take a quick look at this video. It is titled, Will Players Quit Wuthering Waves for Zenless Zone Zero?
I already don't want to watch the video. I hate dumb fucking people who make these stupid fucking videos. Oh, Stjorg made it. Maybe it's clickbait. Who knows? The whole concept makes no sense. The whole concept makes no sense because gacha games at the end of the day require, like, past the initial patch, require 10 to 15 minutes to do dailies. You can 1,000,000% play both. Like, you don't have to quit one for the other. This is why I always roasted people who were like, I need to quit Genshin Impact to play Wuthering Waves. Or I need to quit Wuthering Waves to play HSR. Or vice versa. It's like, no you don't, bro. No you do not. You can play both. It's really easy, okay? I honestly enjoy watching Matt misinformation content for no reason, unlike Sticks. But people have limited money, bro. Just play it free to play. What do you mean limited money, huh? What does that even mean? True. I forgot these gacha games make you pay. Ah, you're right. Hey, good one. Oh, no, they don't. You can literally play for free. What does that even mean? At the end of the day, it's just a fucking video game chatter. Yeah. Kind of hard to play both when they're all 60 plus gigabytes. I mean, I guess at a certain point, right, you'll run out of space on your phone. That could be like the only argument I could see, right? That could be the one argument I could see. But aside from that, I don't really see another argument. Didn't you say you would rather die than be free to play? Yes, but like, okay, that literally doesn't have anything to do with anything. The reason I swipe is because I have the means to swipe and because I want to swipe, right? But a want and a need is completely different, right? I'm not needing to swipe. I don't need to swipe, right? Like, none of these gacha games are literally, like, holding me at gunpoint and, like, telling me to swipe, right? Like, I don't have to, but I want to. And it's like with anything in life, if a person wants to spend their money on something, it is their prerogative to do so. They can do whatever they want, right? So...
Yo, since ZZZ
it's
is
a
coming
5-minute
out
video.
very
Let's
soon,
see.
I wanted to make a video about if ZZZ is a break from Wuthering Waves, will people quit Wuthering Waves for Zenless Zone Zero, and will the game actually be good? This video is purely my opinion, and there is a lot of misconceptions about Zenless Zone Zero that is happening these days, and I'm actually here to correct that. So first of all, so many people are saying that Zenless Zone Zero will be dead on arrival, it won't be a good game, and this is because of the first CBT of the game. The way you have to approach the content in the game wasn't that good. And you know that I'm someone who criticizes Hoyo a lot, who criticizes Genshin.
Watch it through Sticks.
Before we poll, I did want to actually go ahead here and take a quick look at this video. It's made by someone I know, Stjorg. It's a 5-minute video is to over on Twitch.
If ZZZ is a break from Wuthering Waves, will people quit Wuthering Waves for Zenless Zone Zero? And will the game actually be good? This video is purely my opinion, and there is a lot of misconceptions about Zenless.
Dude, the characters though, like especially the maid characters, look freaking good in Zenless. And I also want to point out, okay, let me preface this entire thing by stating, I think Zenless Zone Zero is going to be a very good game. I think it's going to be a very fun game. I think objectively, it is a very different game, so therefore will appeal to a different demographic of players. I don't think neither Wuthering Waves nor Zenless are going to really eat into each other's active player bases. But with that in mind, if we're talking just pure numbers here, based purely off of which game will have more players and have the potential for a higher total gross revenue, while I think Zenless is going to do great, I do think Wuthering Waves is going to appeal to a larger demographic of players. The reason why I actually think that, I heard people saying that...
Hot take, I think ZZZ could make more money. I'm like 50-50 on it, but I think it can. 1,000,000%. And the reason I say that is because, bro, CN is obsessed with ZZZ. I don't get it, but they are. It literally makes zero sense to me. I don't really get why, but like China loves it. And if I know anything about Chinese revenue, like that shit carries 1 million times harder than like global, like easily, right? Like China makes, I think even for Genshin and HSR, I think China still makes probably double what global does, right? I think it's like pretty close to it. Like CN is ridiculous. CN makes so much, right? Maybe not JP because JP spends a lot too, but CN like versus against global is like crazy, right? So I think there's a very good chance ZZZ makes a ridiculous amount of money. I don't know how long it will last though. Like that's my worry with ZZZ. I think the initial revenue will be insane, but then I think it'll fall off a cliff because the upcoming batch of characters just looks so uninteresting to me. But like that could just be me, right? I could just not. Maybe there's a lot of people in China that really like the future characters, you know, that I'm just not crazy about. I've seen some recent CN takes where they don't like the models and new character designs, but yeah, ZZ is popular. Yeah, see? So, like, I'm sure there's some people that agree with me that, like, the newer characters that they've been sneak peeking, just, they're like, whatever, you know? Like, but we'll see.
Wuthering Waves doesn't get as many views.
Hot take then says the coldest take. No, I've seen so many people saying that ZZZ will do well, but will not make more than Wuthering Waves. But I kind of disagree. I think ZZZ will make more than Wuthering Waves, but I don't know how long it'll last.
In terms of character trailers, in terms of the update trailers, there's other games like Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact, right? So let's go back, like, I don't know, the Firefly trailer 10 days ago got 1.7 million views. Where's another one? The Boot Heel trailer got 2.5 million views. So update trailers, you know, they get 1 million, 2 million. Character trailers get.
Oh my god, Boot Hill's Keeping Up with Star Rail has 411K.
1 million, 2 million views. That's a lot. When people told me Wuthering Waves wasn't going to get even remotely close to Honkai Star Rail or Genshin's viewership, especially
6 is stupid. China bans YouTube. This comparison is stupid. Yeah, I don't really like a lot of using YouTube analytics and using like Google Trends for anything, like for a lot of these gacha games, because one, Google doesn't work in China, and two, YouTube doesn't work in China. So why are we just discounting the biggest market for these games, right?
Pertaining just
like, yeah, you can't really go off of those stats. Like, there is no way anybody can argue that the Chinese market is not the majority for most of these games, right? It is.
Trailers to the videos uploaded to YouTube. I went and I looked and I saw Jinsa's trailer. 2 days ago, 1.7 million views. Okay, what was the most recent one for Honkai Star Rail? Firefly from 10 days ago, 1.7, 1.7. In 2 days, Wuthering Waves has already had, the Jinza trailer has already amassed what it took Firefly's trailer 10 days to achieve.
Jinza.
The 1.1 trailer has already attained 1.8 million views. The cinematic trailer for 1.1 got 2.5 million views. That's more than the animated short. That's more than the Myriad Celestia trailer. That's more than the Firefly trailer. That's more than any other video that Star Rail has uploaded in a month. More than a month. If we're talking pure numbers, Wuthering Waves has already caught up to the popularity of Star Rail and Genshin. Remember, this is just in 2 days. In 2 days. This is not 10 days. This is not a month. This is just in 2 days. In 8 days, 2.5 million.
I mean, it's a pretty bad metric, but you know, let's just look at Genshin Impact. Let's see, Chlorine 1.4 mil, teaser 2.2 mil. That one's 3.9 mil, but that doesn't count. That's like the animated short. Where's Arlecchino's demo? 5.5 mil, 2.5 mil, 6.8 mil, 4.4 mil for a fucking Discovery Channel collab. By the way, why? Why does this have 4.4 million fucking views? 3 mil for Chiori, 5 mil for Cloud Retainer, even 3.6 mil for gaming. I'll say they're like the views are relative to HSRs, but definitely not Genshin. I don't know why he said Genshin when he didn't even look at Genshin's.
Finland's 2.2 million. Geon's 2 million. Millions of views per video. Now, specifically pertaining to Zenless Zone Zero, Let's take a look. Honkai Star.
Yeah, I know the Discovery Channel one was an ad, but how the fuck did that goddamn collab get 4.4 million views? No way it was everybody. This was like a Kave simp. Just saw Kave on the thumbnail and just clicked it, right? Surely.
Genshin have had years to amass players. Wuthering Waves just launched. Zenless is about to launch.
You're saying it was an embed? Oh, is that how that works on YouTube? YouTube videos are a dumb comparison anyway because of ads and embed videos, which is why some like Chi-Chi's demos are so inflated. Yeah.
Which means Zenless's player base should be at their peak here. More people should be interested in this than they will be, you know, a month from now, 2 months from now. Let's see. 10K from 4 hours ago. 40K. 60K, 200K, 100K. So this is their character trailer for Soldier 11 from 2 days ago. Soldier 11 character demo, 100K views. The Jinsa character showcase, 1.7 million. 100K, 1.7 million. Rena's demo from 1 week ago, 200K. Grace's demo, 800K. Here we have Lycaon's demo from over a month ago, almost 2 months ago. The trailers from months ago.
I feel like using the date metric is a bit pointless too, because I feel like most of these YouTube videos get 90% of their views pretty much in the first couple days, and then past that it's like trickle. So like I don't know.
Managed
it's not
to
really
amass
the best
1 to 2
metric.
million views. The character trailers from the.
I will say, I have no idea why Nekomata has more fucking views than Rena. What's wrong with this viewer base? They just want lollies and furries. Everybody in ZZZ just wants furries and lollies, man. Oh my god.
The last couple weeks, amassed a couple hundred.
It's an embed ad? Did they not embed ad Rena? How do you tell the difference? How do you tell one's an embed ad and one's not? What's Nicole's? Nicole's character demo. I guess I'd have to go down myself. Likes and comments. Oh,
views.
Okay.
The character trailers from the last couple weeks amassed a couple 100,000. Comparably.
You think we'll get a Kitsune
Wuthering
Mommy in
Waves,
ZZZ? Probably.
Millions. Based purely off of numbers alone, I do not think Zenless is going to kill or eat into Wuthering Waves at all. That is my opinion, based just purely off of the numbers alone. So will players quit Wuthering Waves for Zenless based off of the numbers?
YouTube view numbers have nothing to do, in my opinion, with whether or not a player, a person wants to play a game. Hey, chat, do you guys generally, when you see a video game, do you guys go, it's like, am I gonna play this game? Wuthering Waves? Let me make sure they get enough views on their YouTube channel. Oh, they're getting enough? Maybe I'll play. Like, who does that? Like, whether or not someone will play a game is just purely determined by just like whether or not they actually think the game looks good or like the gameplay looks good, you know? Nobody actually checks YouTube views as a metric to determine if they want to play a game, you know?
No. There is no.
A lot of people? Who the fuck does that? You guys are you guys real human beings? You guys literally go to their YouTube channels to make sure they have good views to determine if you're going to play a game or not? There's no way that's real. I checked Twitch views. I feel like that's just... So, do you only play popular games? Do you just not play anything that's not trendy? Are you an NPC? I'm sorry, I have to ask. Are you an NPC? Do you not have your own opinions? Do you purely base your opinions and choices in life based on what is popular and trendy? I'm sorry, that is so bad. That's literally drone mentality.
If a game doesn't have good view counts, my social credit will go down due to going against the trending average.
Oh, that is not a good way to live life, brother. Like, you should just assess things of your own accord, check things out, and I know, right, that is kind of like how I guess the world is now, like, with social media. Everybody wants to do the trendy thing. Everybody wants to do what everybody else is doing and be hip and, you know, get in on the trend, but, like, that's so bad, man. That is so bad. That's how we get shit like Skibbity Toilet, by the way. That's how we get brain rot. Because everybody just wants to be trendy. And then it's real bad. It's real bad. They do so many art for ZZ now, it's popping off on Twitter. Yeah. Can you check on Jinshi's likes and comments ratio? She got like 2.9 million views, but only 3.6k comments. Well, no, I don't think that's a really good determining factor, no? Because, like, I don't know about you guys. I watch a whole lot of videos. I never comment on shit. Like, you can get, like, millions of views and, like, doesn't really mean, like, there have to be an equal amount of comments, no? I think the majority of people don't comment when they just watch. They just watch, you know?
A normie goes into a game store and they don't pick up the indie game. They pick the popular, well-known game.
Well, I suppose, but, like, I feel like that's not the best comparison here. Because what I'm saying is, a normie isn't checking YouTube views, right? Or normie is watching TV, and if they see an ad on TV, then they'll know about it, right? And that's how they know it's popular, right? They won't know it's popular specifically because they purposely go to a YouTube channel to make sure it has good views, right? Watching TV in 2024? Normies watch TV in 2024, bro. They do. I'm sorry. I live in an apartment complex, and everybody has their window blinds like half open, and every night, like 4, 5, 6 apartments around me, they're all watching TV, bro. They're all watching TV. They're all normies. They're all watching TV, okay? They're not watching Netflix. They're not watching, like, anime. They're watching classic TV. I see those pizza ads running. I see, like, fucking, you know, like, it's actually, that's what the people do, you know?
No way.
I'm not being a stalker. It's just sometimes I'm going out to throw out the trash, and I fucking look up at the people's windows, and I just see what they're doing, okay?
Well, maybe he has more stats. I don't know. Let's take a look.
Zenless Zone Zero that is happening these days, and I'm actually here to correct that. So first of all, so many people are saying that Zenless Zone Zero will be dead on arrival, it won't be a good game, and this is because of the first...
No, I don't think Zenless is going to be dead on arrival. I think Zenless is going to do great. I just don't think it's going to do nearly as good as Genshin, Star Rail, or, more recently, Wuthering Waves.
First CBT of the game.
I think it'll do as well as Wuthering Waves. I don't know if it'll do as well as Star Rail, obviously, as which is the most recent. Comparing to Genshin is just not fair. So
you have to approach the content in the game wasn't that good, and you know that I'm someone who criticizes Hoyo a lot, who criticizes Genshin, but since they got a lot of backlash because of the first CBT, they changed a lot of things, and I'm gonna tell you this, the game looks great. There's a lot of diversity in the gameplay, they fixed a lot of the content in the game, there's more things to do, and for the people who like story, the story looks very, very promising. So I don't like this hate coming towards Zenless Zone Zero, which is
Which is good, because let's be honest, like Act 1 through 4 of Wuthering Waves were terrible. Acts 4 through 6 of Wuthering Waves were a lot better, especially Act 6.
Justifiable because of clueless people who didn't see the other beta.
But at the same time, I understand fully that Acts 1 through 4 were setting up and establishing the world, so I'm not going to base the overall narrative off of...
it was all bland. I will say, I think the issue with Western creators, including myself, is it's like you know when you guys watch the news, right? This is why a lot of people like advertise like neutral news organizations that don't have a political bias, right? But like generally most people realistically only have access to biased news sources. So it's kind of like that, where most Western content creators realistically get most of their opinions and feedback from Reddit and Twitter. And the way the algorithms work on Twitter, you're going to tend to see more, like, you're going to see a lot of opinions that trend towards a certain way quite often. And so you kind of get into this echo chamber-ish slash, like, you just hear the same fucking opinions over and over, and you think that's the, vast majority of people's opinions, but it's usually not. It's just a lot of idiots on Twitter. And generally, like, dumb people on Gacha gaming, right? Like, I see a lot of shit and a lot of people criticizing ZZZ and saying, like, they think it's going to be dog shit, TV gameplay, yawn. But then when I go to, like, CN, like, most CN people are so hyped for ZZZ. They can't wait. And it's like, that's the thing. Most Western content creators don't look over the fucking ocean, over the pond. They only look at their, whatever they see. Proof? Go do your own research.
Attempting to form the world that we're going to be existing and inhabiting in.
Now let's talk about Zenless Zone Zero and Wuthering Waves. This is the main thing that I want to talk about in the video. So the launch of Zenless Zone Zero is gonna be huge. Regardless of what people think, I'm pretty sure most of you want to try the game. And I'm glad that we're getting the version 1.1 in 3 or 4 days on Wuthering Waves, because Zenless coming in like 2 weeks is a very good timing, and it will definitely be a break.
Dude, the booba on this chick is insane. Holy crap.
From Wuthering Waves.
Does he have the advantage of the new launcher? So more players knowing about the game? I mean, what are your guys' opinions on Hoyo Play? I'm still finding myself looking for fucking Honkai and Genshin launchers randomly. And I still catch myself doing it. And maybe I'm just a fucking boomer. I haven't adapted. But, like, I'm, you know, maybe yeah, maybe it's just me. It's just a me issue. Like, I can't break the habit yet. Like, I'm not there yet, but the app icon is ugly as fuck. I just clicked the shortcut for Star Rail on my desktop. Yeah, I do that too, and it doesn't work. Like, right now, my Star Rail crashed. Of course it did. So, perfect. If I press my Honkai Star Rail, it says, new launcher is running. Sorry, you can only activate one launcher at a time. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I go to the Hoyo Play, right? Like, that's my issue.
That's something that we should understand. You can play both games. So will it be a
the actual
break?
program,
you
not the launcher?
Play both games? That's possible? That's an option? Wait, chat, hold on.
Right, see, like, I knew Stjorg was probably fucking clickbaiting. Like, that was my take, right? You can play just both games.
You mean to tell me you can play Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves? Whoa!
Yes, but will people make Zenless Zone Zero their main game instead of Wuthering Waves? The amount of content in Zenless currently will not be enough for it to be a main game. But the main thing...
Wait, what did you say?
Impact and Wuthering...
Will people make Zenless Zone Zero their main game instead of Wuthering Waves? The amount of content in Zenless currently...
If a gacha game is your main game, you're a fucking loser. I'm gonna just say that. This shit has like 5 to 10 minutes of content past the fucking or like outside of patch days. All right, like says you? No, that's not true. I don't have a main gacha game. I play all of them. Okay, so you can't tell me I have a main game. All right, I rotate off of Genshin to HSR to Wuthering Waves. We got Nikke, and then we play Elden Ring. All right, my main game, as far as I'm concerned, is League of Legends. As far as I'm concerned, it's Elden Ring and League of Legends right now, okay? So, don't give me that shit, all right? That's my main game. That's probably the game I actually put the most time into, okay? My gacha games, I don't have a main gacha game. I play all of them, all right? You played Genshin for 3 hours? That's not even fucking possible. I haven't even been live for 3 hours. What are you saying? At least say something that makes sense. I've been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I'm on the HSR category. So what does that even mean? Like, what are you saying?
Currently will not be enough for it to be a main game. But the main thing...
He's lying? God damn it, Stjorg. Why would you lie to me like that?
Is I look at Zenless like the Hoyo game
like,
that...
Yeah, I don't think people understand. When people say main game, to me, it's like... That's the game you play the most. There's no way you're telling me, like, 15 days into a patch, you're still playing a gacha game most out of your entire day compared to anything else. Like, there's no way. There is no way that's what you're playing the most of. You know? Like, surely you have something else you play, right? Surely. No? Do you guys legitimately not have, like, a game that you play? Unemployed take? Motherfucker. I literally played fucking gacha games while employed. Alright? Shut the fuck up. Swear to God. Anyways. Like, do you guys not have, like, Valorant or League or CS or whatever other games that you guys play as, like, your... generally like your like main game that you put the most time into? Like, let's say a single player game you're playing through, let's say like Elden Ring right now if you're playing through that, right? I don't know, Hades 2, something like that. Generally most people have a game that they sink most time into, and gacha games are usually the side game, right? No, I go outside, okay, then you play the game of life, and that's fine too, right? Mine will be First Ascendant. Yeah, generally, I think most people have something like that. Dota, you know, Destiny 2, right? Like, everybody has usually something that's not gacha that is their main game. At least, in my experience playing gachas for over a decade, everybody I knew that played gachas always had their own main game that was non-gacha, you know? Come to Dota for a day? Fuck no. People, show your League and Genshin playtime? Genshin doesn't even come close to my League. I've been playing League since 2012, brother. Genshin still does not come close to my League game time. I don't think you know. It's not even close. But I quit Dota 2 already, so BDO at the moment. And yeah, there you go. You've probably spent so much time on BDO. It's an MMO, right? On this account or on the banned account? Obviously, you'd add them all together. I have 2 banned accounts. One for account buying because it was a fucking manual level 30 account that I bought. And then the old account where I, you know, told people to walk into the street. I guess most people play Genshin as a main game, but in a side game way. Like, that perma account was all the way from, like, 2016 as well. So, like, past that, I've been playing on this new account. So, like, I've got a decade of League playtime, right? Like, it's an insane amount, right? So, Genshin doesn't even come close. I'm gonna play Gacha for now, Fob. I mean, maybe, right? But I usually think most people have a different game that they play. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe most people just settle with Genshin, you know? Or like a gacha game like UA, right? I don't know. I usually thought most people who, you know, for lack of a better term, don't have a life, usually just play a gacha as their side game. And usually have a main game that's non-gacha. Now I just rotate 6 or 7 gachas. I mean, you could do that too. I do that, so.
Be full of endgame content in the future. So for people who wanna know life Zenless Zone Zero, I probably think that this will happen like in 1 year from now. Zenless will have so much content and even more than HSR. And this is like an approach from Hoyoverse. They're trying to, you know, make every game that they make a little different. So when I look at it from this perspective, yes, I think that Zenless is
Dude, that was a great camera angle for Tongli. Genshin Shill's been molding. Multiple gotchas? What is this? Who has the time for that? Who has the intellectual capacity here to play multiple games at once? Dude, she's gotta stop looking at me like that. She's just staring.
Why is that a Genshin Shill's only thing? Because I swear to God, Kuro Shills say the same thing. What?
I'm just peering right into my soul. Holy crap.
in the future will be even better. But even with saying that, the
Blasphemy!
game isn't difficult. We will not find something as exciting as the hologram bosses in Wuthering Waves, and I'm not seeing myself quitting Wuthering Waves for Zenless Zone Zero. Even though the gameplay is very similar, Wuthering Waves is better in some things, and even Zenless is better in some other things.
That's what I've always said. People are like, what's better, Genshin or Wuthering Waves? I'm always like, well, they both have aspects that are better than each other. No game is better in every area.
So for this question, I think that most people are not
Fair
gonna
take.
quit Wuthering Waves for Zenless Zone Zero. But
Rare
what I know
sticks
for sure
W?
is that Zenless Zone Zero is going to be
Wait. Was he using footage of pre-nerfed Nicole? Steer, come on, dude. Don't do us like this, bro.
Shut the fuck up. Nicole is literally the most boring fucking character. Like, I don't understand people that make a big deal out of Nicole. Like, sure, censorship is fucking lame, but like, I'd be angry if she actually wasn't a fucking generic looking fucking character.
Nerf Nicole, come on.
Zero is going to be optimized at least better.
Nah,
than
this isn't for Sticks. This is for everybody. I just don't get the fucking, like, I get it, right? Censorship bad. 100% agree. But like, Nicole's not that hot. She's so vanilla. She's literally as vanilla gets.
Wuthering Waves. However,
Is
has
Zenless
more
better?
experience and they know what they do with this. And I think that a lot of people
Apples
who
and
still
oranges.
cannot play
Ben
Wuthering
better.
Waves are
Yeah,
gonna be
even
able to
Ben's
play
better than
Zenless
Nicole,
Zone
bro.
Zero. And this
And
is
he's a fucking
actually
bear.
a good thing for
And
the
I ain't
game,
no furry.
especially for those people. But I'm expecting these people to be free to play because if you don't have a good phone or a good PC, you
No,
don't
my
have
money.
that much money to spend on a gacha game unless you want to be a loser and waste your life. But these are gonna be free to play people, but they will give viewership to the game. They will contribute to making the game even more successful. So I wanted to make this video to assure people that Zenless Zone Zero is going to be a very good game. We will have so much fun in the game as any new
Agreed.
gacha game,
True,
and
true.
then the cycle will begin again, and we will
Dude,
Yup.
can we just take a moment here to appreciate that Wuthering Waves actually has some of the best cinematics in Gacha? Look at this. This is beautiful.
even have more fun in future updates. But will
I
Zenless
think
be
it's pretty
better
par
than
for the
Wuthering
course
Waves?
for-
I think that Zenless Zone Zero will give
feel
us
like- I
some
feel like-
other content that we don't
I feel like HSR cinematics are very good. I feel like Honkai Impact cinematics are very fucking good. I feel like Genshin cinematics are pretty good. I think Wuthering Waves cinematics were pretty good. I think PGR cinematics are pretty good. I feel like everything, like, as long as you're a decent-sized gacha company, your cinematics are usually pretty good. I don't think there's a single decent-sized gacha company I know that produces awful cinematics. Maybe Snowbreak. Fence Sitter? It's not Fence Sitter take. Can you name a single top gacha company that creates shit cinematics? Like really? Like, none of the cinematics are really shit, you know? Tower of Fantasy? Are we involving Tower of Fantasy as the top? Are we saying top? FGO? Nah, FGO's got some good animations. They do have some good animations. FGO actually has some good animations here and there. So that's not even true. Okay? Diablo Immortal, that's not a gacha game.
Not have in Wuthering Waves that is more casual, that we might play it for some time and enjoy both. Because let me call Kuro stands a little here. You know that I make a lot of Wuthering Waves content. You know that it's my favorite game in the last month. But you stands need to stop hating on Zenless Zone Zero just because it's a contestant or...
Agreed. Guys, chat, don't hate Zenless because it's potential competition for Wuthering Waves. You wanna know why? Because it's not actual real competition for Wuthering Waves.
or contender for the Wuthering Waves. This is very good, actually.
Was that supposed to be funny?
We need Zenless Zone Zero to succeed, to make Wuthering Waves even better.
No, this isn't drama. This isn't drama at all.
Zenless even
This
better. Like,
is
these
a good
people are
video.
just so afraid that their money will be lost. Like, you're spending money on
I
gacha
think
games
I
from
think
the
this,
start.
I think the issue with all this is that it just comes back to like tribalism again, you know? It's just everybody who has their favorite game wants to be a fanboy for their favorite game. Obviously, then they'll shit on the you know, the other game, right? Same thing. You know, Genshin shills are fucking cringe about it. Kuro shills are cringe about it. You know, even the HSR versus Genshin, or like that shit was cringe too. You know, like it's always gonna be cringe. Like fanboys are always gonna be cringe. It's like K-pop stands. You know, even K-pop like I've seen K-pop stands argue about which band is like which fucking K-pop group is better. Like, my God, bro, Jesus fucking Christ, who the fuck cares? Like, it's so cringe when you literally make your identity online about defending a goddamn group of people, corporation, a company, something that literally doesn't give two shits about you. You've got a problem. 1,000,000%. Says you with Nikkei? No, I say Nikkei a lot because I feel like Nikkei is underappreciated, okay? And I feel like so many gacha creators are afraid to step their foot into Nikkei because they think it'll make them seem like, you know, like non-brand friendly or like too Coomer. And I really want Nikkei to be more, you know, mainstream. Because obviously, it really is mainstream because it does make really good money, but it's like not mainstream in the creator space. It's very niche, you know? Dude, you haven't streamed Nikkei in like a week? Yeah, but I still stream it.
When these people pretend that they know anything about developing a game or how a game depends only on them to be successful, no, these people do not have any idea.
No, let's be honest, both Genshin and Honkai Star Rail are incredibly successful independently of one another and concurrently with one another. People thought that you could only have, Hoyo could only possess one game, the other game would cannibalize the already existing one, so they thought Honkai Star Rail would cannibalize Genshin Impact. Clearly that's not the case. With this
Anybody who thought that are the same people that think you have to quit one gacha game to play another.
logic in mind, Zenless can exist with Wuthering Waves, and Wuthering Waves can exist with Genshin and Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah, of how the gaming industry works. They only play Genshin or Wuthering Waves. They only play like two games, which are gacha games. To be fair, both are still in early stage.
You do though? What do you mean? I literally play multiple.
I really hope that Wuthering Waves adds more end game. A lot of people want that, and a lot of other people do not want it.
And this is why people are gonna stick with Wuthering Waves.
And then they are afraid of it happening, but we need that one company that will try to do this, okay?
To loop his spacebar or something. That shit is loud.
Hey Fob, I can't believe it's been 44 months. I hope you have a healthy and prosperous future and you have many more opportunities to grow and expand your vast knowledge.
Hey, thank you, Molly, for the 44. That was a fair video.
Yeah. No, that was a good video. 100%.
That was a fair video. Not, I'm saying Stjorg's video is fair. I think Styx had some takes, but it's fine. I don't think he had any like really hot takes there. They're pretty lukewarm.